Andre,
Ryan.
a little remote bets action today. How you feeling about that?
Feeling pretty good, Ryan. Feeling pretty good. Oh, is it a heater alert?
Who's on a heater?
Heater as in we are in our own homes and they are heated. In that sense, it is a heater alert. That might qualify as a new bit alert, yeah, where you send out a random graphic and I somehow with some mumbo jumbo word game find a way to turn it around. Honestly, that probably would be more indicated for DNVR Bits Daily than Bets Daily. Wow, there you go. Even Big Rudo in the chat. That's
Chaffee,
huge. That's
Big
huge.
Rudo. If there's an Avs bet, any Avs bet, take it. Dre, let me ask you the question that is taking over all of. Do the Avs have a term after their fan base, like Avs Nation, Avs Country, Avs Town?
Avsland? I'm going Avsland.
Whoever types Avaholics, delete your account. Avs fam. All right, I like that. I like that. Thanks, Rudo. This is the question that is sweeping Avs fam. Doesn't really work like that. Are you at all worried about the Nashville Predators? Or it's not even about the Preds, really. Are you worried about the form that the Avs played in while they didn't care?
Right. Are you worried about anything, Ryan? Supremely confident?
I've never worried about anything in my life, but I'm not worried. I could be worried though if like game 1 doesn't go according to plan.
That's all it would take, huh?
Yes.
Interesting.
There's a couple things here that again don't really matter, but would cause me to lose sleep. One, the Avs finished just played bad hockey at the end of the season, and I know they didn't care, but maybe that's contagious.
Yeah.
2, they were 1-3 against the Preds this year. Now, one of them was part of that one, that slide at the end of the season, and it was in the shootout. So I guess it was like 1-2-1 or something like that. But in the end, it doesn't matter in the playoffs. There's no ties. So
right.
Those are the two things that, like, if the Avs lost at home, I would be like, okay, now I'm worried. But right now, not worried.
I guess it would depend how the game goes. I like to think that if the Avs were to lose at home, I would stay confident and resilient and use that loss to get some extra value on the next game or on the series or what have you.
Right. The series is not, you're probably not getting value at any point unless they're down 2-0. Minus 610 right now.
Yeah. Now that I do think is atrocious odds. I don't think in any NHL Stanley Cup series, minus maybe like that Coyotes Avs mismatch in the bubble a couple years ago. I mean, that was a pretty rare one. But the NHL a couple of years ago, both 8 seeds won. It's far from uncommon. So I do think that's a little Vegas is going a little too far, but it's because they don't want you to have any sort of value on the Avs or be parlaying them left and right in anything. They so clearly the book's supremely confident in the Avs.
Yep,
I too am confident, but come on.
I too am confident as well. And that's why all 3 of my bets are hockey-related, long-term Avs bets.
Oh, man. Big puckhead here.
The sports gods thought, we can just not give RK Colorado Sports. What's he going to do then? Well, this is what I'll do. Let's bring up my big 3. I will give you 3 futures, maybe, that I feel confident in. And like I said, lose the first one, I might change my tune. But right now, not a worry in the world. Avs to win the Cup. You can get that boosted today at DraftKings Sportsbook. Heard of them?
Yeah.
The best sportsbook in all the land. That's boosted up from plus 330. I will say this. It's not great value for a team to win a championship.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better value than you'll get tomorrow night if the Avs win, or if they go through and win the series 4-1, like I predicted in my third pick.
Right.
I think maybe the Preds get one at home. Good hockey crowd there. They'll be jumping. It's going to be an intense atmosphere. Maybe they get a couple bounces. So I like. Here's the strategy behind this. You take Avs -2.5 in the series, meaning if they win in 5, or if they win in 6, or if they win in 4 or 5, you win. Correct? Because then they would be up 3-1 or up 4-0.
Yep, a sweep or 4-1 does it for you. Yes, good job.
And then I put in Avs 4-1 exact score of the series. And so like the first one kind of saves you. Like if they sweep them, great, you won that bet, you washed with the exact score bet. But you could double up if you get the Avs exact score at 4-1 and the Avs at -2.5. That's 2.5 wins for those of you guys.
I like that a lot. I'm actually well, I'm surprised there's not more value, because the entire series to just go 5 games is +220. That's how confident the book is.
Right. They're saying there's 0% chance of the Preds winning in 5.
Exactly. And if you go to the series line, the Preds are +3,000 to win in just 5 games. But yeah, again, even to hedge with that small chance to come through for you, you're not getting any value. I think that's interesting right there. That's fairly interesting, Brian.
Okay. All right.
The book really loves the Avs. The book really loves the Avs.
Yeah, they
and
do. You remember the last time the book loved the Avs?
Not quite.
It was against the Blues. Remember, you and I were on here saying, like, gosh, it feels like the Blues are a better hockey team than the book's giving them credit for, and this, that, and the other thing. We were like, I think the Avs are going to win the series, but I think it's going to be a fight. And then the Avs swept them 4-0.
Well, I like that, reminiscing about that.
Yep.
It is, as a bettor, when the book believes in your team, it does oddly give you a little more juice and confidence.
It does, for sure. Yet when they don't believe in your team, you're just like, oh, sweet, more juice.
It's true, though. Also, the doubt seeps in for me, That definitely
Really?
makes me think twice. Yeah, because the book is smart. The book is smart.
That's because you've worried about things in your life. I still never have.
Yeah, fair enough. Worry about a lot of things. It's really true.
The book has like Nuggets -9.5. I'm like, these idiots. Give me that +700 money line.
Right. Yeah, that's a great way to illustrate kind of your betting brain right there. Let's go to my betting brain and my big 3, where I'm doubling up on
Dallas.
Luka Doncic, who's had, he's averaged 32.5 points in his playoff career, Ryan. That's 16 games. So to get him at 30.5 in game 1, the first series this season that he's able to start right from the top, boom, beautiful value. Also, started to heat up, averaged 29.5 points in that last series against the Jazz. It's at home in Phoenix. Obviously, the Sun's still kind of vulnerable with D-Book just coming back. And I think Luka Doncic is going to jump on him and have an absurd game. I may or may not be sprinkling some of the player parlays they allow, where it's taking 35 plus points, 12 plus rebounds, stuff like that. And I don't know how you feel about this Suns game, but I think the Mavs will keep it really tight and really test them, at least in game 1. And speaking of things being tight and the away team testing a home fave, I really think Toronto at home against Tampa Bay is going to have a hard time. Love the series preview that AJ and Rudo did on that. And with that being a nervy game, with Vasilevsky in goal, then, Campbell fell off, but he's not the worst goalie in the world. And just the tightness that I anticipate I'm going under 6.5 on this one. I think that's kind of easy money, frankly.
I wonder if playoff game one unders there's like a system for, especially like game one of the whole playoffs. Just because you have to imagine everyone's playing a little tighter and doesn't want to be the person to make the mistake.
Well, it's Toronto's a favorite at home, but they haven't got out of the first round in forever, and they're playing against the back-to-back defending champs with a massive advantage between the pipes, which is like the biggest thing you need to steal one on the road. So it just lines up.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Trout says, "Can I get some thoughts on Boston versus Carolina?" Yeah, Boston as a city sucks, and Carolina as a place is pretty dope.
I don't know about the Carolina love. I do love the Carolina Hurricanes,
barbecue,
however.
Great beaches, nice weather.
I guess there are great beaches.
Some of the best golf in the world.
Kenny Powers does enjoy the Carolinas and Eastbound and Down, so maybe I should go.
Can you watch Eastbound and Down on HBO Max?
You sure can.
That almost sounded like an ad segue.
It's phenomenal stuff. Mike Trout, I would suggest you watch the preview video of that series that AJ and the boys, Rudo, did for DNVR Avs. Great breakdown. It felt like Carolina at certain points this season was one of the teams of destiny, kind of. I think they slowed down a little bit, but man, do they have some talent with Aho, Svechnikov, Slavin there. And so, fade away and take Boston, who are going to be the grizzled old vets, but I think it's Carolina's time. That's one of the few faves I like in the first round.
I was talking to a highly notable Carolina Hurricanes fan just yesterday. This is not a bit or a joke. This is a real thing that happened.
Edgar?
No, it was not. Is he a Carolina Hurricanes fan?
I can only assume with his Tar Heels, No, so this is not a bit. This is an actual high ranking.
I was talking to a famous person, a real famous person, who is a Carolina Hurricanes fan. I don't feel like name dropping right now.
No, don't do it. Don't do
it. And
you've done too much. You can't name drop.
He was telling me what his plan was. He's going to Game 3, and he was telling me what his plan was for Game 3, and that plan alone might have made me a Carolina Hurricanes fan. Obviously, behind the ass. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get up in the morning early, go play 18 holes, be done by 1 o'clock. Then I'm gonna make it to the lots by 2 p.m. and tailgate all the way up to the game. And I was like, wait, there are places that are tailgating hockey games in the parking lot. Why have we not started this?
That is, say what you will, but those cities that have fewer teams and hockey down south, they do it a little different, Ryan.
I know.
They do it a little different.
Tailgating hockey sounds like the best thing ever.
So wait, why is that his plan for Game 3? Because
Game two. Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say for a second you made me think that the Canes lost home ice and
no,
kind of changed everything. But luckily,
it is tough though when you're a team like Carolina to take out like a real hockey city. So I know I usually don't cheer for warm weather cities to beat cold weather cities in hockey, but in this one I'm making an exception. I hate Boston.
Wow. I wonder how someone who lived in Boston, Big Market D-Line, feels about that Bruins logo. A classic like few others.
Gross. Why is it in a wheel? Wait, so Henry asked if I want to tailgate tomorrow. I am going to the game. I do. Do you think we could start like a whole ass tradition if we just like bring a big grill and just start grilling? And people would just be like, "What the hell? This is a thing you can do?"
The big thing is if AJ's in, I mean, you get a community leader like that. Come on. I actually think anything's possible at this point, including you being kicked off the premises.
I know.
I would set at plus 200.
Is there a fire ban in the parking lot of Ball Arena?
Wouldn't put it past him. Yeah.
I could bring my air fryer.
Wow. That'd be some good times. Yeah, hit us up with some details on what the restrictions are on tailgating at Avs games. Let us know.
Yeah, AJ, if you could just like talk to some people, let us know if we can do it.
Right. Yeah.
If not, then there's like a 7-Eleven over there. We'll just go buy hot dogs from the 7-Eleven and bring them into the lot.
Just some 7-Eleven glizzies will do the trick. Henry knows.
Henry's putting down 7-Eleven glizzies like it's his job.
Oh yeah, I imagine that Lunchables are on most days, and then if he wants to make it a little fancy, he goes with the 7-Eleven glizz.
Yep,
that's absolutely. Like on big nights.
All right. If you want to bet on us making it into the lots with the grill tomorrow or anything else, really, you got to go over to DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. And right now, oh gosh, what's the new? Are we rolling over the offer, Dre? Do you know?
I don't know, but I do know if you're a new or existing user, go to DraftKings Sportsbook and get the Avs to win a cup boosted right now. Show your confidence in this team. Show your confidence in the boys. Who cares if the odds are kind of shitty for a team to win a championship? DraftKings Sportsbook, baby. They're offering that while those other cowards aren't. And if the cowards are, they're not sincere about it the way our sportsbook is. Did you find the new offer, Ron?
I did find the new offer. It's the same one. Bet 5, win 150 on any NBA money line. All you got to do is bet. All you got to do is bet. You just got to play along, and you're going to get $100, $150 in free bets. Then double down with that $150 in free bets on Avs to win the cup.
Exactly.
And then
boost them.
Get rich. Come to the parade, which should go by the DNVR bar. Maybe it should just end at the DNVR bar. Everyone goes into the DNVR bar. And we get buck wild. All right. Do we have a dilemma of the day? Actually, I think I saw it, and boy, did it look wordy. Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah,
it's a long boy. It's a long boy as far as dilemmas of the day go. But we do have one, Ryan. So that's already an upset in and of itself.
How to parlay every playoff game, boost and SGP, and do we or don't we like the NHL series boost? This makes perfect sense. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that's a real dark stain on the old resume there.
That reminds me of some many sentences I've read of yours before. In a past life.
Yeah. AJ probably too, having cold sweats and nasty flashbacks. All right, so let's start. So really, NBA, NHL, 5 playoff games today, Ryan. Gun to your head, you had to parlay all these spreads, totals, and or money lines. Could I twist your arm and get you to put together a tableside Caesar for us with all 5 games tonight?
Tableside C's piece. By the way, I was just bored at the bar the other day. Like Allie was finishing something up, so I was just sitting there. Boom, UFC comes on the program, and I went 3-0. No, sorry, 2-0. I went 2-0 in eye test, boys. You were there for one of them, and then I did it again on the next one. I literally eye test, boys, took the underdog, and he won the fight in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was epic. He faded an Andre who was over a -200 fave with a neck tat and everything, and I was like, bro, I don't know about that. And
he was American, and the other dude was Brazilian.
I look down and then I look up and Ryan's jumping up and down and homeboy was like, knock the F out. It was terrible.
He got him with like a little jab and kind of just dazed him for a second. Boom, got him with the hook. Down, hammer fist. My guy Herb Dean was like, no more, make it stop. Like 2 units in the back pocket. Okay.
It's really good.
So you want me to tableside Caesar every playoff game today? So 3 hockey games, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, give me the
Canes. Could it be
4?
It's 4. It's 4 hockey games. I misspoke.
All right, sounds good. Give me the Canes.
Okay.
Give me the Lightning.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could take the Blues, but they're bad at hockey. Give me the Wild.
Dang, really?
Yep.
I'm feeling the Blues, too. Can we go the over on this one?
doesn't seem like it's in the spirit of the game. But if you created the game, so I can't exactly tell you what the spirit of it is.
Could we buy down?
You think the Blues are gonna win, huh?
I mean, I just think the Wild are chokers. Everything I know about the Wild is they choke. They have fans who really care about hockey. They have ownership who pay lots of money. And then they disappoint every single one of them every single year. And it's hilarious. It's hilarious, Ryan. Yeah. Don't you love hilarity? Aren't you a big comedy guy?
All right. AJ has done enough to convince me. This is actually an insane stat. FYI, Blues are 12-1-1 against Minnesota in the last 14 games spanning 3 seasons.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
So they can actually be bad at hockey and still beat the Wild.
This guy gets it. And we close it out. Kings against Oilers. Boy, you've never seen a larger discrepancy in mascots than this one, Ryan.
Kings versus Oilers.
Kings, Oilers, like literal nonsense. Like it's based on nothing. And Oilers is very literal, I guess. Lots of Oilers in Edmonton, I'm assuming.
Like, is that just a term for people who work in the oil industry?
Yep. Yepers. That's my guess.
So this is like a real clash of classes.
Class of clashes, yes. It's
you've got the royal class versus the working class.
That's right. Blue collar versus purple collar. I don't know.
Yeah, purple sounds right.
I'm sending it.
Or is it royal blue?
Is it royal blue? Who's to say? I wish, man.
The Oilers also are chokers for what it's worth.
They're massive chokers. They don't have a goalie you trust. Though Schmitty, I guess we're riding with Schmitty. Is that the thing? I'm just guessing. They don't have karma on their side because they signed a scumbag halfway through the year. And the Kings are kind of a feel-good house money type dealsy. I don't trust either of these goalies. Again, I'd love an over here, Ryan. I would love an over.
Well, did you take the over in the last game?
No, because AJ talked us into the Blues money line. So what about a Kings puck line?
Oh, make it a closey. AJ, do you want to chime in with any stats you got for us?
It's like a safe man's. Yeah, unfortunately, this video series I didn't get around to. And if I did, I might have just been distracted, so I apologize. We would love your insights, AJ, Rudo, even Henry has a bit. We'll put your comment up on the screen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Anyone can get their comment up.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Did you see Henry? Henry got him today. He got the Wild. He had a banger tweet.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
You should toss him an RT. It was a banger.
I'll go do that right now.
He was in the Minnesota airport, and in the Minnesota airport, they have a bar that is Minnesota Wild themed. And my guy Hank tweeted out, "How could you have a bar with no cups?" And I wanted to hug him right then and there. It was some of his best work of all time. All right. AJ says no stats, but I think that means bet on the Kings.
I think it kind of does.
I'll go puck line with you.
Okay, let's go puck line. A little safe mins. My son Henry taught us about safe mins. So
yes. Okay, and then we have 2 NBA playoff games. Is that correct?
Correct, Ryan. Correct.
All right, we're heading over to the association.
Yep.
And
this league, am I right?
Hashtag this league. 76ers Heat. Is this game 1?
I believe so.
Once the Nuggets are out, man, so am I.
No, it's the draft that got me. I would stay tuned, but
I don't know anything that happened in sports this weekend other than the Rockies swept the Reds.
Oh, no, I know. 2 days ago, you informed me that the Sixers had won the series against the Raptors. Excuse me.
Okay, so that has to be game 1.
Yeah, it's game 1.
Wow. Sixers are 7.5-point underdogs. As much as I hate them, I'm going to take the 7.5.
Okay. Okay, I'm down.
Oh wait, is Embiid out? I forgot about this. I think he's out indefinitely.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, forget
Put
it.
the mortgage on. Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
he's out.
okay,
Yeah,
all right,
come
all right.
on.
That makes
Yeah,
a lot more.
okay,
What are they doing with this line even?
No, I thought they were just in on the bit that we're like hated on the Sixers, and I was
Right,
like,
I
oh
forgot.
yeah,
I
it's
mean, we
hilarious.
learned about this on the draft show, so then we kind of forgot about it.
Right. I maybe made a celebratory gesture, and you told me don't do it. Yeah. Fair enough.
All
Okay.
right,
And
so
then
we're
Mavs
going
Suns.
Heat minus 7.5.
Yep.
And
Oh
then
wow, aggressive. Okay.
you wanted to go. I guess we can go money line. It doesn't really move the needle much, but we
No,
don't
you're
really
right.
need
They
the
suck.
needle.
Yeah, I'm bought into Heat culture, so.
Okay. Speaking of Heat culture, can I interest you in the Sun? Phoenix Suns, to be exact. Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns. You already said you like Dallas +6. And this, my friend, is where two roads diverged in a wood.
Wow.
Two paths diverged in a wood? That sounds more likely. There's no way. The Suns, they have Booker back. They're a machine.
Do that thing where you envision what like Twitter will be like after the game.
Ooh.
You don't see like Suns Twitter absolutely imploding after a really tough game where Luka always plays hard as shit as the dog, especially early in series, and is really going to give you a fight.
Nope, I don't.
You think it's just classic Suns?
I see like
easy peasy.
Some of our NBA brethren tweeting out things like, you just have to wonder if the Mavericks even have enough firepower to stick around in this series. Do you know that in closing time? No, sorry, not in closing time. In the closeout game the other night, Chris Paul was 14 of 14 from the field.
No, I do know that. That I too had heard.
It's a little tidbit for you. They do have some like decent guys that might be able to defend out there, but I think that the Sun machine just gets cooking and they hit like 25 threes and it's an easy one.
Okay.
So I'm sorry to do that to you, but I was kind of hoping I could just let it go that I didn't like your pick from the big three since they didn't overlap. But here you go from Cheffy coming in with an AJ stat of the day. Mavs haven't beaten the Suns in 3 years.
No time like today, Cheffy.
No time also, like the present is what you were looking for.
I just need them to cover +6.
That's true. So we're parting ways at the very end of this parlay.
But both at 48.72, I'm guessing, if we're both just taking the spreads.
I'm at +35.89.
Because you have to take what some in the biz call the coward's money line on this one.
The coward's money line. I'm just going with the safe man. I'm going with the safe man's baby beluga. It's actually even like it's a toddler beluga.
It's a twin luga, some have called it. It's two little baby belugas.
Just swimming alongside each other.
I feel like we haven't talked enough about whales and our parlay rankings as of late, so we need to get on that.
I've been trying to stay away from parlays, but once I just remembered that Nikola Jokic is gonna pay for my tickets to the Avs playoff run.
That's amazing. And
all rounds.
Man, this Norris, we need the Norris. Milan just 3 games away, 2 points ahead, just 2 wins and a tie to close this title race out. So those 3 things happen for me. It's over. Yaya's going to be hosting this show.
Can we get approximate? Can we get an approximate unit win on that?
On those
I already
3
said
things
Jokic
happening,
for MVP is 200 units for me.
I was doing some rough math yesterday, and that has the potential of being a 100-unit win for me.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's those 3 factors at once.
Right. That Stephen Buckner says, when is the Norris and NBA MVP announced? So sadly, if the Nuggets were still alive and they were starting their Series 2 game right now, I think it would be tonight. I don't know what the cost of shipping is to Serbia, but they're gonna have to figure out a way to get that MVP award over to them if they want to announce this thing, because I promise you, my guy is not coming back.
Yeah, no, he has one already. I don't think he.
And he doesn't even know where it is, which he was doing as a bit, but a good bit.
Great bit. He's a big DNVR Bets Daily fan, actually.
He's sneaky, has bits, and people don't even understand when he's doing them. That's how good of a bitsman he is. So yeah, they're going to have to fly to Serbia with the trophy and meet him on the horse track.
Yeah.
And like as he's going around the horse track, they're just gonna have to try to like toss it to him real quick. Because he ain't stopping either. He's not gonna be like, "Oh, you guys brought my MVP a trophy. Thank you so much." He's gonna be like, "Hey, sorry guys, I'm busy."
I can't speak on this fictitious scenario that you're throwing out. It's gonna make me laugh and I'll start coughing. So.
AJ says Norris announced during the Stanley Cup Finals. If I remember correctly, I'll make sure to have Nikola Jokic pay for my tickets to that game where Cale Makar gets the Norris.
That'd be phenomenal. We would all love that.
That would be great. I'm also thinking of making a quick little jaunt to Nashville for like one of the maybe game 4, just because I absolutely adore the city of Nashville.
A little jump over to Smash Vegas, huh?
Yes. Many people are saying that.
Not bad. Not
also,
a bad idea.
Got some friends in high places over there.
Well, there you go. Right. And then while you're there, why not pop over to the Carolinas,
Exactly.
Couple rounds of golf. Honestly, man, book it for 2. I could take a week off in Myrtle right now. So
yeah.
I'll get Kenny P on the line. We'll figure this all out.
We can go to his what was that called? I don't remember. Let's wrap this show up. I've got much better things to do. So let's wrap here, and everyone go win those bets. Enjoy all the winnings you get from your parlay. One of Dre's or I's will win, probably not. And we'll see you guys at the fictitious tailgate before the Avs game tomorrow.
Yep.